Really, we're the kings of the Sunday.
Yes guys, we're back again for another podcast. It's been a few weeks since we last had one. Okay, I hope you lots have been staying safe at home. I hope you lots have had a great time as well, and there's some good news on the other side because lockdown is going to be ending soon, so we'll all be able to, enjoy our life and carry on as we was as normal. So today we've got our two common guests on the show. Common guest number one, he goes by the name of Mr. Jay Snags. Jay, how you been?
Ole! Yeah, come on, it's been again a productive week. Work. Just been working really, filming, writing music, trying to sort the other sort of business stuff out, but yeah, it's been productive.
Good stuff. And we're also joined by a common guest number two, the man we don't see, the man behind the camera that's not behind the camera, but he's behind the camera. His name goes by the one and only Mr. Aaron. Mr. Aaron. We're going to call you Mr. Aaron. How you been, Aaron?
Yeah, all good. Let's get into it.
Let's go. So, boys, obviously we touched base on our own footballing side to start with, and then we'll obviously move into the elite football. So, as I said, it's been a few weeks since we've last, touched base and had a little podcast. We've had other things going on, but we've had some good news in the last week or so in regards to our own Sunday League football resuming on the 4th of April and our league being extended till the end of June, which means that we can finally get back to playing football and do what we do best and hopefully get some new wins under our belt. We've got obviously new manager Don, who's come in now, who's going to change the shape of the team and change the way the boys play. We've got a few added players as well, which are going to change the personnel of the squad as well. So what do you lots think about what's going to happen and how excited are you boys to restart football?
Listen, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, Don is going to come in. He's going to basically the tactics, the formation, the way he's going to get the team to gel together, the new players. I'm ready. Ready for the season still.
Well, you?
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, rough start, but with Don coming in and some of the additions that we've made, things are looking like they're on the up.
Like I said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you look at, I'm going to use an example. If you look at City, I think I read something the other day. Like City, lost or they dropped a lot of points in their first 5 or 6 games.
On to that point, because to you actually, because you wrote City off in the first 5 games. I think you wrote them off. You said they're not winning the league. Now they've turned it around. So that's what's going to pass, isn't it? That's what happens.
We've got 36 points. There's 12 games left. We've got 36 points up for grab, whatever you want to call it. All we got to do is just make sure we win them all and maybe have a draw or whatever, and we can try and see what we can do. I think our main priority as a club is to try not to get relegated. So it's about that's our first aim, is just make sure we don't get relegated, get out of the relegation zone, and then once we've got out of there and we get some momentum going, we can try and see how far we can go, and hopefully if we do well, get some silverware. If we do win the league, this will actually go down as the most legendary Sunday League team in the world.
Definitely.
For what we've done from losing back to back games, being ripped off from early doors.
Trust me. To
go win the league. Hey, it's what it's all about, isn't it? It's what Sunday League football's about. But enough about the Sunday League stuff now. We'll move on to the elite sport, obviously, which is where all the fun's at. So, first of all, we'll speak about Rangers. Obviously, we don't really talk about SPL, but I feel like I want to talk about Rangers and Steven Gerrard, because obviously Steven Gerrard's a Premier League legend. Obviously, not better than Lampard, and we've discovered this already. But he's a Premier League legend in himself, a Liverpool legend as well, and he's managed to finally, out of all these years as a player, now a manager, win a league title in some shape or form, and he done it in a very great fashion. He's done it unbeaten. Unbeaten seasons are thing of the past these days, but they just happen.
Not everyone can do that.
Unbeaten seasons are a thing of the past, but Rangers managed to do it, and they've managed to just destroy the SPL, and I think Steven Gerrard's really give them their own identity back as well. So in regards to Steven Gerrard, and obviously what's happening down at Liverpool at the moment, and with Klopp and all that palaver down there, do you lot reckon that Stevie's ready for this Liverpool job now?
He's not ready, no way.
No, it's too soon.
Way too soon, come on.
Do you not think he's ready?
No, he's not.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's one of them ones where I don't think he's ready yet, and I think he's a smart man if he stays at Rangers. But the only thing is, which is the same thing happened to Lampard, is that if Klopp goes in the summer or wherever he goes, and Liverpool come calling for him, he will say yes. He won't say no to it.
He'll always say yes to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think it will be the same situation with what happened with Lampard. He'll get a better time, but patience will run out.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like with him though, he's got. It's a very sticky one for him because he has to now. It can either go one of two ways for him. He either carries on his form with Rangers and then waits and then goes to the Liverpool job, or if I'm Gerrard, I'm looking at the next another Premier League team job.
What? Lampard?
No, Gerrard.
Oh, Gerrard.
We're talking about Gerrard now.
Okay.
Not Uncle Nams.
Not a top 6.
No, I'm thinking. You know, it is. I'm thinking about maybe Palace.
Of course you would say that. Of course you would
You
say
know, I'm thinking about, because again, the SPL was nothing compared to the Premier League in terms of the competition, in terms of all of that stuff, the players, everything like that. It's a total different kind of league, and not taking away what Steven Gerrard's done, but I think for him to really earn his stripes properly in the Premier League, he has to manage a club in the Premier League first before he goes to Liverpool.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Or a big club somewhere. Not saying Rangers in a big club because they are, but I feel like he needs to go to a big club or go to a club in the Premier League in which he can earn his stripes properly, play against these elite teams, and then, you know, go to Liverpool from there.
You think Championship would be too far a step down?
Yeah, wait, he might as well stay at Rangers.
Yeah.
You've got to think of Rangers is playing Europa League football.
That's true.
I think a team like Palace is fine.
Huh?
Yeah, a team like Palace, like them little clubs there.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, you know. Finishing 15th is a target for them.
Yeah.
Winning the same amount as both Chelsea and Arsenal this season, but yeah, it's wild still.
You've won them the same amount.
It's going to be the same amount. What are you two going to win this season?
Europa?
Oh, you went trophy-wise.
Yeah, what
you win Europa League? You think that?
There's a chance.
I'll put a bet down right now. You're not going to win the Europa League.
Listen, we're playing soon, let's see. But
When you playing?
tomorrow,
Who have you got?
Olympiacos.
Oh. You probably beat them. It's alright. Pepe probably scored 2 as well. Bamiyang or something like that. But yeah, no, I do think that, I don't know, I feel like he needs, if I'm Gerrard, I'm giving it 1 or 2 more seasons at Rangers, or 1 more season at Rangers and another season at another Premier League team before I go Liverpool.
Yeah, 100%.
And then from there, because I think by then, I think Klopp's contract runs out then, and I think if he carries on how he has now, even in the Premier League, if he has to finish. Even with that though, here's a question: yeah, if he does sick at Rangers, does another league title, goes Premier League and gets a team relegated, what happens then? Does he then get Liverpool job when they start calling? Like, does he then get?
No.
Does he then get?
No.
You'd only get that job if he's on the up, and he's on the up right now.
Yeah.
But then if you look at someone like, obviously I don't really rate him, but if you look at someone like Ollie, yeah, he relegated with Cardiff and then got United job.
But that was because he was. What was he doing?
They didn't bring him in as a permanent. It was
just like a.
It was
It was meant to be a
interim, yeah.
temp, and he was. Then he went on a win streak, innit? And all the
Got
Man U
13
fans
games in it,
they were
yeah.
getting gassed. But
no, I do think
they kind of had no choice. When you're going on, what is it, 12 or 13 win streak, you have no choice. There was no one available at that time.
Do you know what I think it is as well? I think it also depends on Liverpool's situation. If they carry on how they are now, in 3-4 years to come,
Yeah.
they will take the gamble on Gerrard, regardless if he got relegated or not, because why not? If they are on the up how they have been, I think even that, I don't even know. I think even that, would they go from, if they continue their glory with Klopp, would they then go and take the chance of Gerrard, still at this early age in his career? Or do you reckon
I can't see them getting rid of Klopp though, and I don't see him leaving either.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I think the only way he'd leave is if, which it is vacant now, is if the Germany manager's job was vacant.
That's the point.
And his contract ends in 2 years. But then again, it all depends. In 2 years' time, if they're doing shit, you probably walk away from the job.
Yeah.
As opposed to if they was doing well. But yeah, that's for us to see. But yeah, we'll move on now and we'll talk about something a bit more interesting. So we're talking about a few clubs now, and obviously we've gone past the age of like 2004 when a few certain clubs were named as the big boys, and they're no longer big boys. They're battling it out with the teams like Palace and Leeds and all them ones. So obviously one of the teams are. The other team obviously has been in decent form this year. They're second in the league, but for the last since Ferguson left, they've just been a bit of a wishy-washy side. So we'll talk about Arsenal and we'll talk about United. So in this current day and age, out of them two teams, which club can like bring in like the best high-profile players? Like, which club out of them both has more of a chance of bringing like a very good world-class player to change up their squad? Like the two.
I think the question is easy. I think it's United.
Yeah, it's United.
So does making that easy then? Does Arsenal have any pulling power anymore?
Definitely.
What for though?
There has the pulling power for them
For them-
unknown players abroad.
Yeah.
Partey's
Like,
unknown. Okay.
You know them like Pepe's and
And you see them when they done unbeaten
Sonogos
season, and then
and-
Aubameyang was unknown. Yeah.
so like them ones there.
he comes through Wenger, isn't it?
But
Wenger comes calling, anyone comes pulling. But do Arsenal have that pulling power anymore?
We've definitely still got it, but United will always have that pulling power. They've got the money and the name. They're the biggest club in English football. You can't argue that.
Do you think they've got more pulling power than City?
no.
Depends if we're talking about money or.
Alright, cool. I'll give you a scenario. Name me a player that's like up and coming. I'm Jadon Sancho. Actually, no, that's silly because he will never score back to City. I'm Haaland. Yeah. United and City are both after me. Who's he going to? And who's he going to?
What if the money's equal?
The money's
it's
equal.
just the name.
It'll be City.
It'd be City because of Pep.
Take away like. Alright, cool. Joe Bloggs is manager of both squads.
It'd be United then. I think the only reason why City would get it at the moment is because of the manager. If Pep was at United, then players want to play for certain managers. Like you say with Wenger, it'd be the same situation.
So United still have the biggest pillar. What about? I am not having this about Chelsea. I personally think, and I'm going to say, Chelsea have a more pulling power with players than Man United does.
No.
More players want to go and play. More players will going to go and play for.
That's stupid.
They would though.
No
way.
More players
No
will
way.
go and sign for
That's
Chelsea over
stupid.
United.
If they're paying them for 50 times more, then yeah.
And because of what the club's done in a lot. Here's an example. Here's another thing. No, listen.
You know what it's about to say,
listen.
innit?
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
You can't even
If
bring
United, here's the thing though. If United were kept up their winning form they had done post Ferguson, without a doubt they'd still claim them big players. What are they claiming these days?
What are you claiming?
We've claimed loads of stuff in the last 10 years.
What-
Since Ferguson's left, we've claimed better stuff. Premier League titles, Europa League titles, Champions
But
League.
Chelsea is not a bigger club than United.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm not saying that. But I'm saying which club has the more pulling power right now to get big players in.
Man United.
It's United.
Oh,
United come with a
shit.
prestige. Chelsea don't have that.
But to go and do... Okay, cool, fair enough. So...
You've got the
Okay.
same amount of pulling power as Arsenal.
No, that's stupid.
That is
That's
very stupid.
We've got more.
What?
No,
Arsenal
no.
have more.
No,
You've
you
got the-
definitely
I would
not.
say you've got the same.
You're both
What,
chatting
with their money
shit.
and our class, then yeah, it's about the same. It equals out.
Alright,
So we can't
okay,
offer the money
here
either.
you go. Jack Grealish, yeah? Is he going to go and sign for Arsenal or Chelsea?
Arsenal.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
If
No,
the money was
he's
equal,
not.
if the money was equal, he'd go Arsenal.
To do what? Go and finish in the same position the Villa's finishing. What's he gone to
Who
do?
last won a trophy at Arsenal?
Alright, here's another thing. Huh?
But you say that, yeah?
Okay, cool. James Maddison then. He should never leave Leicester and stay there because if Man United want him, he should stay at Leicester. There's no point in him going to Man United. There's no point in going to Man United. He might as well stay at Leicester.
To be fair, I actually said before that Maguire shouldn't have left Leicester.
Because they're pulling power. They're not doing the same sort
He
of things
shouldn't have left
anymore. It's just inevitable. If there was a United of,
I think the team that's got the most pulling power is City.
yeah, of course, because they got everything. They've got the best
it's
manager.
just like-
Take Pep out of it.
I still think it's City.
Because of their current form. It's like Liverpool.
Because they're, like you're going to be battling for the title.
Yeah, well,
and Champions League.
Arsenal are battling for.
Whereas Chelsea, Arsenal, I'm putting Chelsea in there as well.
Yep.
You're not going to be battling. Listen, let's be real. Yeah,
Alright,
you're not.
cool.
You're not going to be.
Let's just bracket out these two teams. Chelsea are battling for top 4. You're battling for top 7. And let's just be real. You can't put them in the
How
same
much did
bracket.
you spend in the summer?
Okay, players. How much do you spend on Pepe and the players last season when we had a transfer?
How much you spend on
ban?
Havertz?
And the transfer ban. We're not even getting started on that. But listen, I actually do think, regardless of that, anyway, United do have a bigger pulling power over Arsenal
And Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm not having that.
What?
I don't think it's true. I don't think
Who's
it's
the
true at
biggest
all.
club?
Okay, but that's a different question. You're asking who the biggest club is. Of course it's United. They're the biggest commercial team, one of them in the world, behind probably Barca or probably Real Madrid. They generate millions and millions of pounds. But I'm talking about which team draws in the big player. If I'm a footballer right now and I've got two teams after me, I'm gonna go United, who one season might finish fourth, the next season might play Europa League, or go Chelsea, who I know consistently we're going to finish top four.
But that is the Chelsea way. They don't care about history or the class of the club.
But I'm a player. I don't care. I don't care too much about, you know, winning things 20 years ago if it isn't going to impact me now, because I don't give a shit. Why is that going to affect me now? I'm playing my career, not fucking Paul Gascoigne's career.
Because it's still in their head that they're the biggest club.
Okay, so Arsenal players think they're the biggest club in the Premier League, yeah?
They will know from the history
club.
that they're not obviously not the biggest club, but they will know that they're still a big club. That will still be in their mind. Are you mad?
Okay, they're a big club, but they're not a big team anymore.
Wait. Say that again. I was trying to get that in my head.
They're a big club, but then they're not a big team anymore. In terms of their team, it's not a big team anymore.
So that season when Chelsea finished 10th or whatever it was, you weren't a big team that year?
No, because they're a bad team.
What, so that 1 year you weren't a big team?
You just write off you're not a big club anymore.
But you're saying a different thing though.
So you were
He's getting, again, a big club and a big team are different things. United are a big club. Their teams ain't got a big team right now.
But I feel like you need to explain that a bit better.
In terms of like the quality of the team, yeah, United's team isn't full of jam-packed quality, so it's not a big team.
Okay, it's Chelsea's team right now.
Have I said Chelsea's team got a big team?
What about Barcelona?
Yeah.
Right now?
Their team is very on the downfall. Their team's.
Are they a big team right now?
No, they're not a big team. I think Bayern Munich are a big team.
So basically, going off your theory, the only big teams are City and Bayern Munich.
Well, right now? No,
You're saying the only big teams are the ones that are doing well that year?
Yeah.
No, not even that though. It's about the quality of the team as well.
Name some big teams. Let's hear.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear.
PSG's a big team.
Okay.
They're not a big club though. That's the difference.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah. City aren't a big club, but they're a big team. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
I get what you're saying.
So they're not. Arsenal are a big club, but they're not a big team. Liverpool at the moment are both. They're a big team and a big club. Even though they're on bad form right now, the last 3 seasons and they still got the kind of players.
That saying to me is just stupid.
It's not stupid.
That is very
I
stupid.
get what you're trying to say, but
I'm not going to lie.
I don't agree
Big
with
team.
They're
Who even says that?
You
they're
think if
big-
Barcelona and Madrid come calling, even though they've been terrible?
Yeah, that's
because they're a big club.
Are Man U not a big club then?
Yes, but okay. Here's a question though. What
Barcelona
Barcelona?
the second biggest.
But listen,
They're second, innit?
you're also now taking out of context. United, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Barcelona, Real Madrid, year in year out, domestically fight for something, whether it's the league or the Champions League. Yeah. Apart from last year, Barcelona have won the league for about 7 years in a row. United haven't won a Premier League since 2012. That's nearly 10 years ago.
Okay.
The last thing they won was what? What was the last thing they won?
Was it Europa?
What was the last final they got to?
Europa.
That was how many years ago? That was like 2015, 2016.
Okay.
So Barcelona, Real Madrid, let's not get twisted, yeah, they fucking win how many Champions Leagues in a row? 3 Champions Leagues in a row. They won the La Liga last year, and Barcelona and Real Madrid battle it out each year in terms of who wins the Liga without fail. Yeah?
Yeah, United's last trophy was Europa 2017.
Exactly. We're now in 2021.
Okay.
They haven't
Look
got-
at their collection.
But again,
Wait, just on that.
okay, cool. That's fine then. Look at Arsenal's collection. So if I'm at Leicester and I've got Liverpool calling me, I've got Chelsea calling me or Arsenal calling me, I'm going to go to Arsenal because their collection's bigger. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't be surprised.
But that makes no sense. That player.
They're a bigger club.
Oh,
they are big.
days.
Arsenal are a bigger club than Chelsea. You do know that, right?
100%.
They are.
They are,
a bigger club.
Okay.
But I'm saying the team isn't bigger. If you're a player, you're not like cool. You're a player, yeah. You got two options on the table. Go and play for Chelsea. Go play for Arsenal. Yeah. Who are you playing for? If you say you're playing for Arsenal,
There's not much difference. I'm not going to be. I'll be real.
There's not much difference. There's not much difference in Arsenal and Chelsea right now. I'd say the fucking difference.
You're going on like Chelsea at the top of the league.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not.
Like,
There's a fucking golfing classing difference between the two. Where did Arsenal finish last year?
When was the last time you beat us?
Last year?
This season you haven't beat us.
No.
What was the last trophy you won? When was that?
Oh, the one against you. That one.
Oh, the one we beat you though.
The Europa League one. Yeah, so...
Okay, but we've won against you since then.
But, listen, if you're a player, you are not going to go to, like...
So going off your theory then, yeah?
Yeah, going off my theory.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the table.
Yeah.
So, Man U are currently second.
Yeah.
Okay. If they finish second, yeah? Where did they finish last year? Above you?
Yeah, third.
Yeah, they finished above you. Okay. So, a player from, I don't know, let's just say Zaha, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Zaha, yeah? Obviously, scrapped his previous with...
Mm-hmm.
You think he would choose Chelsea over Man U? Actually, it was clear, because that's a perfect point. Because you wanted him previously, but he chose Man U.
Okay, look how that went.
Okay, but he chose Man U. That says it all.
I think right now he wouldn't choose Man United.
Well, that's because of his previous.
No, we're taking away the previous.
You're just capping now.
Because
chatting rubbish.
here's another thing as well. Look how... Right, whatever. He may choose United then.
Yeah.
Look at other teams on the table. Okay, cool. So... name another team then.
So if you're Zaha, basically you'd rather go and play for West Ham than Liverpool, according to...
No, because he's taken out of context again. I'm talking about the team. West Ham's team is nowhere...
Is Chelsea's team a big team?
At the
Chelsea,
moment.
like, let's hear this.
No, not a big team. We're missing bare players still that we need to fill in that team.
Who's...
I told you. Big teams in the Prem. City are a big team. And I'm still going to count Liverpool as one. As a big team. United's team isn't great. Chelsea's team isn't great. Everton's team isn't great.
But we're 10th. We're 5 points off of Liverpool with a game in hand, and they're a great team.
Their players are better than your players.
Of course.
So their team is greater than yours.
Yeah, but the table don't lie.
Regardless of that, look at what they've done the last 2 or 3 seasons. They've won the Champions League. They got to the final in the Premier League last year.
So that year that Leicester won the
Okay,
league,
cool. On that note.
Cool. Go on, hold up.
Yeah, so the year that they won the league, so you're telling me that if a player had a choice between Chelsea and Leicester, when you think you finished like 5th or 6th,
yeah,
they would choose who?
The club's bigger.
The bigger team or the bigger club?
In that situation, the bigger club. It's a different thing.
In that situation.
See what I'm saying? You're saying, gosh, you know.
Because here's the thing. Leicester, at the time, weren't a lot like... It's like City. When City first got loads of money, they couldn't attract all the good players in because their club wasn't as big and stuff, and that's why even when in the league they still couldn't attract loads of players and instead paying them hundreds of thousands of pounds. If Leicester had the cash flow that City had when they won the league, I guarantee they would have got more players in.
So even so, that season then,
yeah.
Let's just say, for example, Leicester had City's money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would choose to go and play for Leicester than Chelsea.
I don't think you can ask me that because I'm a Chelsea fan.
No, take that out of it.
Yeah, take that out of it.
I'll tell what the difference is. Chelsea has a winning formula.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Ask another team. Leicester and Arsenal. I'll go and sign for Leicester.
Leicester and Man U.
At that current time.
Yeah.
I'll go sign for Leicester.
Oh yeah, chap.
That's stupid. That is so.
It's
Well, then
so
you would
dumb.
have done nothing.
And what club might? Well, it doesn't matter. I would have done exactly the same as well.
Liverpool in that time.
I'm at Liverpool.
Who would you rather go to, Liverpool or Leicester?
At that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When did Liverpool finish that year?
No, just
like
yeah.
8th or something. Go on.
They didn't finish 8th though. They finished top 4.
Who would you choose?
At that time, I would have picked Leicester. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, then you would have missed out on Champions League.
Oh.
You would have missed out on the Premier
Yeah.
League just because you wanted to go with the bigger team
Yeah.
No, so
for that year.
I would have played Champions League that year.
Winning the Champions League. Leicester ain't won the Champions
Yeah,
League.
but you know, what it is, that's a lot. That's a lot of it, buts and maybes though. They're things that you can't calculate. You can't tell me that 6 years
Liverpool
ago.
came 8th in that year that they won it by.
Okay, here's the thing then. Yeah, you can't tell me you think Liverpool would have won the Champions League and Premier League back to back right now 6 years ago, would you? Would you? And don't say, oh yeah, I think they would have. Liverpool was shit 7 years ago.
Yeah, but the club.
They're still a big club, innit?
The
Yes.
second biggest in England.
Yeah, but I'm
Anfield.
not worried about the club.
We should be.
I'm a player. No, I'm a player. I'm a player, yeah? I'm a player. My career is about making the best out of the situation I have.
How many players do you hear in
Okay.
an interview say, I want to go and play for Man U because they're one of the biggest clubs in the world?
And they've always dreamed of
They've
it.
always dreamed of it.
Yeah, because they all say that because they've probably been paid shitloads of
No, that's dumb. Look, you just got... No, it's dumb.
There's so
That is
many
so
interviews
dumb.
like that.
Wait. If you grew up as a player watching Chelsea dominate,
Yeah.
and you love them, you love Chelsea, you want to play for that team, and then by the time you get to that stage where you can sign for them, they're say finishing 8th.
Well,
you're still going to
sign
go.
for-
You're still going
yeah.
to go for Chelsea because you've watched them and
Yeah,
you
but
want to
yeah.
make that club great again.
But that's from a supporter's view. That's a supporter buying into the club and wanting to play for their boyhood team. That's not me
okay,
saying.
if your favourite player, say you supported a different team, but your favourite player played for Chelsea and you looked up to that player, you'd want to sign for Chelsea even if they weren't competing at that
Yeah,
time.
but again,
Yeah.
that's a fan thing.
Because of the club.
And it's the few things that add to that fan thing is, okay, cool. I've heard people say I grew up wanting to play for City. No, you fucking ain't. City have only been around for the last 10 years. That's
Same
a
with
lie.
Chelsea.
Well,
Yeah,
that's-
it's true.
Yeah,
than that.
it's true.
But so that's a lie.
See how Chelsea don't like it when now City are doing what they
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
But in
100%.
2010, so from 2010 onwards, City have done the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
but
They
not-
copy Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. Chelsea set the blueprint. Great blueprint it was, but
Yeah, spend a load of money and
Yeah.
and fucking have lots of success with it. But listen, in terms of what was I saying? In terms of like what City have done, like for example, City have Pep. Any player in the world, it's like when Zaha went to United. He went to go and play for Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
If I'm a young player, I'm going to go want to play for Pep because of his portfolio of what he does with players and teams. I'm going to want to do that. If Sam Allardyce is in charge of Man City, that ain't obviously Man City have a lot of money and they're successful right now, but it's not going to be a big pulling point. There's lots of factors into playing for a club, which you mentioned earlier with Wenger and Aubameyang.
yeah.
But there's a difference in a big club and a big team. At the moment, as it stands, Arsenal are a bigger club than Chelsea, without a doubt. Regardless if they've won X amount of community shields, whatever, they are a bigger club than Chelsea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take them out. We still got more trophies.
exactly. They're bigger, but
Yeah.
you have to admit that our team is better than yours.
Well, the table doesn't lie. All the teams above us have a better team.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say. The club's bigger. Even Villa's clubs. That's a big club. Villa are a big club. Not obviously, not on the, not on like.
So have Leicester got a better team than you? That's a good point actually. Have they got a better team than you?
I would say they probably have actually.
You'd say they've got a better team than you?
I don't think they do, but the table doesn't lie. So this
Yeah.
season,
I think player for player, you've also got not to get. I think the manager right now is just getting the best out of the players he has at Chelsea. I think player for player, Leicester's players are better than ours.
What about West Ham? If they win the next game, they go above you.
Nah, but they won't stay there though. They won't finish there. They will not finish in the top 4.
No, no way.
Their squad is not. Plus as well, for example, West Ham, they may finish. They'll do it all done. Finish 5th or 6th for next year. Fight out for relegation.
by the way, better team doesn't mean better player for player.
Yeah.
It's different.
No way.
It's how the
Yeah, exactly. It's about the team. That's why I
Yeah.
said Leicester's team's better than. I'd have Leicester's team over
the
Chelsea.
team's gelling better than the teams below.
Obviously, I'd have a few players from Chelsea, but there's a lot of Leicester players over my team. I have the keeper. I probably have most of the back 4. I have the striker. I have Harvey Barnes. You know, so
So who's got the most pulling power in the Prem?
Right now,
Yeah.
for players, has to be Man City.
What about last year?
One of the two, City again or Liverpool.
I'd say City.
You got to remember as well. Even though City didn't win the league, they finished second.
I'd say City.
Yeah.
Season before that.
Again, it's gonna sound dumb, but I would say. No.
What?
No. I was gonna say, I'd say City then Man U, but I'd say no, City and Liverpool.
Like I said, don't get me wrong. If United would have won consistent trophies from post Ferguson, from when he left, 100% they would have had it, because a player would go there thinking, you know, I can win something here. It's another reason why I think Kane won't go United.
But that's another thing. Players will still think and believe that United can still win stuff,
And they want to be the players.
and they want to be the players. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but United as well. With that being said, though, they need like not a massive, but they need an overhaul of players to come in to change that. They've got a lot of players that are just mediocre in their squad.
I swear when Sanchez left Arsenal, he had an option between City and United, and he chose United. And the same with Van Persie. And City were off the back of winning trophies.
I think there's politics in that, though.
Politics.
Okay.
I think there's politics in that. I think there's I think it was wages, because United offered him a hell of a lot of money. It's the same with Van Dijk. We've all watched the Pep thing. Van Dijk didn't go Man City because Man City didn't want to pay £8 million for him. That was his preferred destination. Liverpool just done it, and they didn't want to, so they got Laporte instead. This is politics. What happens in football? It's not saying it's preferred destination. Van Dijk had the choice, probably would have went City if they would have paid £80 million for him. It's just how it goes, isn't it, chaps? That's how it goes. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see at the end of the season what team has pulling power. We'll see where everyone finishes as well. Who do you reckon, judging obviously from how the teams are now, where do you reckon everyone's going to finish? What do you reckon the top 7 will be, or top 10? We'll do top 10.
Top 10, that's going to be tough. Man City obviously won it.
Yeah, that's done.
Ooh, second.
Leicester are on bad form as well.
Second is tight.
I reckon Chelsea will finish second. Why are you saying 4? Like we ain't 4 points behind.
Yeah,
them.
They're not that far behind,
Nah.
but I just don't see.
I don't see.
Have you seen our run of games coming up?
Nah.
West Ham won't finish in the top 5.
No.
One team that I think...
Tottenham will get older.
Up where?
I think Tottenham will get top 4.
What?
Yeah, I think they'll get top 4. I'm not gonna lie, I think they'll get top 4.
Because they're on form now, innit?
They're.
So, show the table.
If they win the next game, they're 2 points behind you.
Okay, so Tottenham can finish top 4, which is debatable. We can't finish second.
No, you can, but I just don't think you will.
I think Everton have a better chance out of the 3 clubs you just mentioned to finish in the top 4. The 2 clubs.
No.
No chance.
No.
Do you not think?
No.
Why not?
Consistent.
Well, what point? How many points they got? They got a game in hand as well.
To Spurs.
Is it 2 Spurs? West Ham got a game in hand as well, isn't it? They won't stay there, no.
Where do you think Liverpool finish?
I'll tell you what. If they don't win on the weekend, they're going to finish 7th or 8th.
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
If they don't win on if they win on the weekend, probably like 6th or 5th.
So they're not getting top 4 to you?
Nah.
I reckon Arsenal will come.
I reckon they'll stay where they are.
Nah.
You think 10th?
You'll get.
Who's above them?
You'll get 9th.
Who's above them?
Villa.
Villa got 2 games in hand, haven't they?
Over Liverpool.
One over us.
One over us.
You better just say they've still got 2 games in hand
We've got a game in hand.
against 2.
Yeah.
Who's your game in hand against? I think is it against Villa?
We've got Spurs next.
Who's just quickly, just before we wrap it up? Who's getting relegated?
The bottom 3 that's in there now.
Nah. Fulham will come out.
You think?
Fulham will come out, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Sheffield United, West Brom,
They're definitely gone.
Fulham or Brighton.
You just desperately want Brighton to go down. That's what it is.
I hope so. Hope so. They're finished. If they get relegated, yeah, they are finished. They're in so much debt.
Who, Brighton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the top 4 will be City, United. No, City, United or Chelsea. United or Chelsea, then Leicester.
I do think Chelsea will get top 4 because somehow you always pull it off.
I think as well, touch wood, but we're on a very... we lost in like 11,
You've
12
got that
games.
bounce in it, the new manager bounce.
No, we got to play you soon as well.
Yeah, I hope Mason Mount scores. I hope he scores a well.
I'll just turn my phone off.
But anyway, guys, thanks for coming down to the podcast today. It was good to talk about, you know, which clubs are big clubs and big teams and all that good stuff. Guys, please make sure you guys like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got some more content coming out as well in terms of our Sunday League team. We've also got a new FIFA Premier League esports team as well, so it'll be good to obviously watch that content as well. So we've got lots of content for you guys, so please make sure you go and like, subscribe to our channel, keep up to date with our team, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys back on the sideline soon.
Really, we're the kings of the Sunday. On the ball from the